Lebanon was shaken to its core on a day that began like any other. A series of explosions ripped through several cities, leaving behind a trail of devastation and despair. These were not ordinary explosions. These were pager bombs, detonated remotely, targeting members of Hezbollah. The blasts claimed the lives of 9 innocent people, including a young girl of 8. Hospitals struggled to cope with the influx of nearly 3,000 injured, their resources stretched thin by the sheer scale of the tragedy. The attack sent shockwaves through the nation and beyond, raising urgent questions about the perpetrators and their motives. Hezbollah, the target of this heinous act, wasted no time in pointing the finger at Israel, accusing their long-standing enemy of orchestrating the attacks. The world watched with bated breath, fearing that this could be the spark that ignites a larger conflict in the volatile region. Intelligence reports quickly emerged, painting a chilling picture of a meticulously planned and executed operation. Israel, it seemed, had devised a deadly plan to strike at the heart of Hezbollah's communication network. The weapons of choice were unassuming pagers, the AR-924 model, purchased from a Taiwanese company called Gold Apollo. These seemingly innocuous devices were transformed into instruments of death. Explosives, carefully concealed near the batteries of the pagers, were designed for remote detonation. At 3:30 p.m. local time, a message disguised as communication from Hezbollah's leadership triggered the deadly devices. A brief beep, lasting just a few seconds, preceded the deafening explosions. The death toll at least 11, with over 2,700 injured. Anonymous sources within the American intelligence community, along with other international officials, confirmed Israel's involvement in the operation. This attack, a significant escalation in the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, sent shockwaves through the international community. The streets of Beirut, still reeling from the carnage, echoed with the furious pronouncements of Hezbollah leaders. The group, known for its swift and decisive responses to aggression, vowed to avenge the blood of its fallen members and the innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. The message was clear: Israel would pay a heavy price for its actions. "We will respond to this cowardly attack with all our might," declared a senior Hezbollah official, his words broadcast across the region. Israel has crossed a red line, and they will face the consequences. The threat hung heavy in the air, a grim reminder of the ever-present potential for violence in the region. The world watched anxiously, bracing for Hezbollah's retaliation. The possibility of a wider conflict, engulfing the entire region in flames, loomed large. Section 4. Global Reactions and Concerns, a World on Edge. The international community, already grappling with numerous crises, was thrust into the role of mediator, urging restraint from both sides. The United States, a staunch ally of Israel, acknowledged Israel's right to defend itself, but called for de-escalation and a return to dialogue. The message from Washington was clear: violence was not the answer. Iran, a close ally of Hezbollah and a key player in the region's complex geopolitical landscape, condemned the attacks as an act of terrorism. Tehran pledged unwavering support for Hezbollah in its struggle against Israeli aggression, further fueling tensions. The attacks also raised uncomfortable questions about the role of Gold Apollo, the Taiwanese company that manufactured the pagers. While Gold Apollo denied any knowledge of the explosives, claiming that the devices were sold through a Hungarian distributor, the incident highlighted the global reach of the arms trade and the challenges of preventing technology from falling into the wrong hands. Section 5. Hezbollah's communication breach, a security nightmare. Beyond the immediate human cost, the pager bomb attacks exposed a critical vulnerability in Hezbollah's security apparatus, a breach of their communication network. The fact that Israel, or any foreign entity, could infiltrate a system considered so secure sent shockwaves through the organization. Hezbollah, known for its discipline and operational secrecy, was forced to confront an unsettling reality. Their enemy possessed a deep understanding of their internal workings. The attack served as a stark reminder that in the world of espionage and counterterrorism, even the most seemingly insignificant details could be exploited. The incident triggered a comprehensive review of Hezbollah's communication protocols and security measures. The group, determined to learn from this costly mistake, implemented stricter protocols, increased surveillance, and diversified its communication methods. Section 6. A looming shadow. the threat of escalation. In the aftermath of the pager bomb attacks, the Middle East teetered on the brink of a wider conflict. Hezbollah's vow of retaliation hung heavy in the air, a promise whispered in the streets of Beirut and echoed across the region. The situation remained volatile, a tinderbox awaiting a spark. The international community, acutely aware of the stakes, redoubled its efforts to de-escalate the situation. Diplomatic channels, often strained, were revitalized, with envoys shuttling between capitals, carrying messages of restraint and urging dialogue. Despite the efforts to maintain peace, the shadow of escalation loomed large. The pager bomb attack served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace in the region, a region where historical grievances, political tensions, and deep-seated mistrust continue to fuel the cycle of violence.